Forex market. So what I'm going to be showing you guys tonight will absolutely transform your trading. Just this session alone can make you profitable in the Forex market. So make sure your teams are on. Make sure you guys have your notes, whatever you use to write with, and hope you guys are ready. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into the market. So first of all, guys, last night London session was kicking. Markets were moving. I think a lot of people in this group were catching a lot of pips. I know it was fantastic for my group as well. It was a great night. And what I want to do is I want to talk about all of the markets from yesterday up until today and show all of you how you could have and how you should have capitalized on all of the moves. I'm going to show you how you could have caught every single one of these moves, okay? So very important session, guys. Okay, so real quick recap. Real quick recap. We're going to talk about structure, and structure looks like this. So who was on yesterday can tell me what market condition this is right here. You guys remember this bullish trend? Absolutely. Higher highs, higher lows. Okay, we're heading up. All right. And then we have a bearish trend, like so. Lower highs, lower lows, heading down. So bearish trend. This is just a quick recap, guys. Quick recap so that everyone is comfortable with what we're about to get into. Okay, and then everyone's favorite market condition right here, just straight sideways. All right. And that is called consolidation. Okay. Now, guys, what I'm going to be sharing with you guys tonight is, in terms of entries, is going to be very simple, very easy, and very profitable, and very consistent. But it only works. It only works if you understand the principles behind structure. Okay, so that's the key, and that's why we don't just hop in and start talking about trades right off the bat. Okay, so there are going to be 3 entry types that we talk about tonight. So there are 3 market conditions. There are 3 entry types that I specifically want to talk to you guys about tonight. So I'm going to move us up. All right. This is where you will want to start taking notes. So 3 types of entries based on market structure. Let's make this bigger. Let's go with 28. All right. Man, the 28 did not disappoint. That's definitely pretty big. All right. 3 types of entries based on market structure. Entry type number 1. Number 1, market reversal. Change of structure. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys, obviously, I'm going to show you guys all of this. I'm going to show you guys a little demonstration, and I'm going to take you guys into the actual markets and show you guys how it works. And then I'm going to show you guys the exact entries you should have taken last night during London to catch all of the moves. Okay. First type of entry is a market reversal, which is a change of structure. So let's go back over here to our structured demonstrations, and let's look at what that might look like. Okay, so right here, we're in a bullish trend, heading up. Okay, now, what do we need to see happen for structure to breach? We need our swing low marked right here. So let me just mark this right here as our swing low. Swing low. And you guys can mark the recent swing high. I told y'all it's a very important level, like so. But most importantly, for market reversals, we don't really care about the recent swing high. That's more so going to be for continuation trades. What we care about for market reversal is this swing low in the case of an uptrend. Because when this swing low breaks, when price breaks this swing low, it's game time. The market has officially, by the definition of market structure, has reversed and is now bearish. So the first type of entry that we're going to talk about tonight is the market reversal entry, which is going to look like this. Okay? That's number one. Let's talk about number two. So the second type of entry that we're going to talk about tonight, where's my little, here we go. This is my favorite. It is markets, where's my caps? Markets continuation. Structure holds. Okay, actually, let me just, there we go. Okay, market continuation, structure holds. So what is this kind of trade going to look like? So here's what a reversal is going to look like. Let's come over here to our bearish trend and talk about what a continuation is going to look like. So in a bearish trend, what is the most important level you need to have marked? Who can tell me the most important level you need to have marked in a bearish trend? Oh man, someone's drawn on my screen. The last high. That's right. The last high. Let me see here. Whoever's drawn on my screen, please stop. Okay. The last high. That's right, guys. So right here, this is the level that we need to have marked. It's the most important level in the entire chart. Okay. Disable attendee annotation. I'll be honest, I have no idea where that's at. I'll play with it. Oh man, someone's really trying to screw with me here. Okay, recent high. So right here, guys, this is the level. So what a continuation looks like under managed participants. Okay, let's go do this since I want to be childish. Let's see more. Yeah, I actually don't have that under my managed participants option. So I'm just gonna leave it alone for now, and hopefully whoever it is will get serious and stop. So okay, continuation trades, guys. Continuation trades are gonna look like this. So we have our recent in a downtrend. Most important level is the recent swing high. It's also important to mark the recent swing low. Now, why is it important to mark the recent swing low? It's important because price loves to come back to the recent swing low and then continue on. Okay, but we know that price can come back anywhere in here and still continue on, even all the way back up to structure. Okay, so what a continuation trade is going to look like, guys, is we're going to be simply looking to find an entry in the direction of the current trend. It's that simple. Okay, so that's going to be the continuation trade. So those are the two. Let me erase this again. There we go. Okay, those are the two trades that we've discussed so far. The last type of trade we're going to talk about is going to be multiple time frame analysis, structure reversal. Okay, this type of trade right here, I'm just going to save to the end, and we're going to talk about it completely separately because it's kind of its own deal. But all three of these type of trades, you can implement one type, you can implement two types, you can implement all three types. It doesn't really matter. Each one of these types of trades are highly profitable and consistent. And regardless of what strategy you use in the markets, this is going to help your trading flat out. Okay, so let's take a look at market reversal. Market reversal. So let's come over here again to another little black area over here. Okay, market reversal, guys, it's really simple. MTA means multiple time frame analysis. So we're going to talk about multiple time frame analysis, and I'm not going to get too deep into multiple time frame analysis. And the reason why I'm not going to get too deep into those is because if you can't trade one time frame by itself profitably, you have no business hopping through multiple time frames. So what I like to do is like to make sure that everyone is comfortable on one time frame, and then we can start playing through different time frames, hopping around, getting really detailed and stuff. But until then, keep it nice and simple and beginner friendly. You can make a lot of money off a single time frame. Okay, so we're going to talk about market reversal trades first. So let's use an example of an uptrend. So here's our uptrend. Okay, now let's say that we are right here. Okay, so who can tell me right now, are we bearish or are we bullish? How do we get the chat off the live screen, someone? There should be a minimization button up there. That's right, we are bullish. We are bullish, and our structure is right here. Our structure is right here. So here's how this works, guys. When price breaches this level and sustains, it's time to sell. And I kid you guys not, it's that easy. I kid y'all not. I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm always gonna prove it to you. I don't like to tell y'all things and you just take my word for it. I always like to go into the charts and prove to you so you can see with yourself and have full confidence that this is real. It's that simple. All right, so what it's gonna look like, it's gonna break, it's gonna hold, you're gonna sell, and oh my goodness, look at what is wrong with this thing. Let's try that again. Are y'all seeing this? Hold on, let me let me go play with this. Let me fix this real quick. This is it's gonna really bother me. Y'all, my my little trade thing is really dumb right now. There we go. All right, there we go. Let's go back. Let's continue. Okay, reversal trade. Price is going to break the swing low in this case. It's going to hold. You're going to enter a sell trade. Your stop loss is going to kind of depend on what's going on in here. We're going to talk about that, but just for basic, basic understanding, it needs to go above the recent swing high, and we're going to talk about that more. Okay, we're going to talk about that more. We're going to talk about taking trades that make sense. So if the swing high is too far away for whatever target you might be aiming for, you're not going to take the trade. But it's literally, it's going to be this simple, guys. Okay, this is going to be the first type of trade. So let's do this. Let's go into the markets and let's see if this is true. Let's see if this is true. All right. All right, guys. So here is EURUSD, and we're going to talk about trade opportunities. Why you guys should have all been in this trade. Okay, follow this with me. Oh, starting from the left side of the screen, I'm going to show you guys how simple this is. Start from the left side of the screen. We're heading down, right? Structure is bearish. We're making lower highs. We're making lower lows. What happens? What happened? Our recent swing high right here broke. Broke structure, and now we're bullish. What is the trade entry based on reversal entries? It's our first type of entry, right? What are we gonna do? Guys, get in the buy trade. It's this, I swear to God, it's this simple, guys. Like, I'm not gonna come on this session and waste your time. I'm gonna come on here and show you guys how to make money. I swear to God, it's this simple. Like, you can, refine everything, with other types of analysis. Of course, this is just the beginning, guys, but this is the foundation. Like, it's this simple. Where did price go? Price went to the recent high. That was most likely your first target. Smash TP, and that was that, guys. Real simple. 80 pips right off the bat. Next. Oh, goodness, guys. We retested. We played around a little bit. All right, boom. Here we go. We're heading up. Are we in bullish structure? Is bullish structure breaking? Is this breaking down at any point? No, we're still bullish, right? What happens? What happens? Price comes up, and at this point right here, our structure, let me just take this baby right here, moving on down, our structure is right in here. Structure's right here. This is the point that the market needs to break before I'm convinced, based on the principles of market structure, that we're bearish. What does she do? She comes down, she breaks, you get your retest right here. I'm going to circle this. This is entry possibility number 1. This is entry possibility number 2. This is entry possibility number 3. This entire thing is an entry. Guys, what is it going to do? Is it going to break structure bearish and go up? Think about it, guys. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. You go bearish, you sell. It's that simple. Someone tell me what the problem is. Guys, this is how I caught Euro USD last night. Not only did I catch Euro USD, I called this trade live. Very simple, guys. Very simple. Let me ask you something else too while we're on this topic. Let me clear this off. I want you guys to see this very clearly. When price went bearish and we broke this level and we're now bearish, you guys tell me, is there any reason based on market structure to be out of the trade? Did structure break? Somebody tell me, did structure break? No. No. So every single person in this room right now should be holding a sell on Euro USD. Yeah, still holding it. You know, I mean, we're consolidating a little bit right now. Maybe you decide to liquidate your position just to take some risk off the table, or maybe on this trade that you're running running about 110 pips of profit on. Maybe just move your stop loss up a little bit. Maybe secure 50 pips. Maybe put it right above this high right here. You're like right in this area, and let it run. What's the problem, guys? Very, very simple, right? Very simple. All right, let's have some fun. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's pull up another pair. All right, I'm going to show you guys all the trades that I took and called last night. Very simple. In fact, let's start off with GJ because we actually talked about GJ yesterday. I want to show you guys something interesting on GJ. Okay, let me get rid of this. This is from earlier. Okay, here's GJ. All right, guys, check it out. We're bullish, right? We're heading up. We're heading up. Structure is holding very nicely, not getting faked out at all. Everything looks really nice. What happens right here? What happens right here, guys? Broke structure. And what happens when price breaks structure? We retest. Do we retest and then rise? No, we retest and we fall, guys. Bam. What's the problem? Here's your short trade. Stop loss up here. Me personally, when I took this trade last night, I was aiming for these lows right here. Target was smashed. I was out 125 pips. What's the problem? Simple. Simple, 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 guys. The power of market structure. Guys, I promise y'all, this is just the beginning. This is the basic stuff. That's just it. I can show y'all something really complicated, but I don't need to. the problem. That's how you guys caught GJ last night during London. Okay, 125 pips there. Let's do it again. Let's do it again, guys. There's something very different between me and a lot of other people who educate and teach Forex. The biggest difference between me and them is that what I teach works consistently. Let's pull up another pair. Oh, let's do Union. Okay. Worry about all this nonsense. Okay. Let's see if Cody's lying. Let's see if Cody's lying to me. Or is what he's saying, is it true? Could it possibly be true? Oh, what happened? There it was. I can tell by the chat that everyone's starting to understand. Guys, same thing. I sold every single yen pair last night. What was I aiming for? Recent lows. Was my target hit? Yes, it was hit. Was there any reason on the way down that I should have exited my trade before my target was hit based on market structure? No, not at all. You know, maybe if you're still in this trade, you're thinking, okay, we got some rejections here, we're kind of going sideways. Screw it, I'll just take my profits, or maybe just pull your stop loss up right in here, because that's where structure's at, right? That's where structure's at. So if price breaches this level right here, I don't want to be selling anymore. Okay, I've got some questions. Does it always go down after structure breaks? No. There is nothing in Forex, or no matter what I pull up a commodity, the stock, doesn't matter. There's nothing that works 100% of the time by itself, but this does work very consistently. You might lose every now and then. You're going to get faked out. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys some losing cases. You will lose sometimes, but for the most part, like, it's very consistent. This is how you approach and read the market. You only look at the 1 hour. No, I look at all time frames. I'll trade the 15-minute. I'll trade the 5-minute. I'll trade the hour. I'll trade the 4 hour. I'll trade the weekly. I don't care. It works everywhere. It works everywhere, guys. So what is this? This is another 93 pips on NJ last night. Okay? I hope someone's keeping up with the pip count. Let's do it again. Oh, this is fun, guys. This is fun. Forex, you know, it's really fun. You know, it really sucks to trade when, like, you lose a lot, but, like, once you really start to get it down, it's pretty cool. Okay, so let's talk about EJ. Let me get this stuff off of here. I don't need none of that. Okay. We took all the Japanese money last night. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Where's my... Okay, so guys, we're heading up. We're heading up. We're heading up. We're heading up. Heading up. What happens right here? Structure breaks. Structure breaks. Now, y'all pay attention to this right here. This right here is going to be very crucial, guys. And I spent so long because I didn't understand this principle, because guess what? I had nobody to teach me, because nobody was qualified to teach me. And I couldn't figure this out. Do not show me this message here. Nobody could teach me this because nobody knew it. And it took me forever. When price breaks structure right here, okay, when it breaks, it does not mean that price is going to retest perfectly every time and go. price can come all the way back up to the high and then go. That's extremely important, guys, because if you don't understand that, you're going to get whipsawed, you're going to lose trades. And guys, I want you to remember exactly what I'm saying right now, because when we start talking about channels, which is primarily how I trade, we haven't even started talking about primarily how I trade. You are going to need to know that. It's going to become so important. It's going to save you guys a lot of money. It's going to make you guys a lot of money. So when this broke right here, this was our key level at the very top. Very top. This became our key level. Okay, price can come all the way back to this level, which is now structure, and then fall. What did it do? It broke this. Guys, everyone who's trading support and resistance, I know a lot of people who are taught to just throw a line on here, trade it back and forth. That's fine. You can do that. Guess what? You're going to lose a lot. So, you know, everyone's trading support and resistance got whipsawed both ways right here. Where should stop loss go? Great question. That's a great question. Where should stop loss go? That's the golden question. That's why I lost so much money. Where's my, oh, it's over here. So I didn't understand where my stop loss should go. Stop loss. Where did I put my stop loss in this case? Above the high. That's right, Robert. Oh, we only got 10 more minutes, guys. Where's my little, okay, I don't have it marked on here, but basically, guys, your stop loss in every case needs to be above the recent swing high or swing low. So I know I showed you guys a lot of cases where, you know, it did retest perfectly and go, and that's fine. A lot of times it will, but look where my stop loss is regardless. I don't care. It's up here. I'm not going to put it right here because I know that 30% of the time it will go ahead and do that and take people out. So I'm not going to do that. So in this case, it broke, it retested, I sold, stop loss above the high. I aim for the lows. Guess whose TP got smashed for 135 pips this morning? Anybody who was trading based on these principles. Very simple. I got the unlimited Zoom so we can share. Well, I try and keep it under a certain time to not conflict with, you know, team calls and stuff like that. Let's do it again. Let's pull up another pair. Let's pull up, what, UJ? Let's do UJ. Everyone loves UJ, right? Okay. All right. Guys, what's the problem? We're heading up. Following structure. Okay. Hey, I want to ask you something right here. Check this out, guys. If you don't know how to use the replay tool, highly recommend you learn how to use it. Right now, where is structure at? Is it right here or is it right here? Who can tell me? The top arrow or the bottom arrow? If you said the top arrow, you are incorrect. If you said the top arrow, you were incorrect. Here's why. Here's why, guys. Before structure, so right now, structure's right here. Before I can move structure up to this level right here, I need to see this at least go to the high. So please make a note of that. Write that in your notes. That's super important, guys. That's fundamental for structure. And I'll make another video on structure if you guys need more help with it. But yeah, right now structure's here. Until this goes up higher, it's still here. So if this comes down and breaks this low right here, we're still bullish. Okay, yeah, I'll do another structure video, guys. That's no problem. Let me get back out of this. We'll do another structure video next week. Okay, so structure is right here, this blue box right here. So let me get rid of this arrow, let me get rid of this arrow. So guys, when this giant red candle came in, you could not buy yet. Or you could not sell yet, I'm sorry. Because this is not structure, this is structure. So what we needed to see, we needed to see price break, retest, and then sell off. What did it do? It broke It retested, and it sold off. Amazing. Amazing. Does anybody have any questions about the reversal trades? What's the problem, guys? Where's your entry? Where's your entry? Right here. Stop loss beneath the low. And when did you need to get out of this trade? Not really any good reason to get out until off over here. Okay, a lot of questions. How do I set this strategy in MT4 and wake up to pips? Man, that's the golden question. I recommend getting some of your uplines and getting some of the basics down. I also did a video the other day that's a little bit more introductory. Structure is the consolidation. The video yesterday should clear that up a little bit. There are 3 types of market conditions. Consolidation is just one of those 3. I will do another structure video next week. How do you know when to get out of a trade? We're going to talk about that in a separate video. This video is mostly just about entries. This is mostly just about entries. When we first came into the group, we asked everybody what they really wanted to talk about, and a lot of people said entries. And I thought it was interesting because I can tell who's been trading for the longest because they didn't say entries, they said exits. And the key really is exits, and I'm going to prove that to y'all in another video. But this one's about entries. We got to start somewhere. Okay, that's reversal trades. Guys, how much time do I have left? It doesn't show me, but I think it shows you guys. 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. So we're not going to finish this video tonight. That's fine. What I'll do is I'm going to do trade type number 3, MTA structure reversal. I'm going to do that in a completely separate video because honestly, it's so powerful that it honestly probably deserves its own video anyways. So while we still have time, let's talk about market continuation. Guys, this is the most fun. This is where I'm really going to blow some of y'all away because I know that y'all are told to make this more complicated than it is. Okay. Let me get rid of all these charts. We don't need all this. We don't need all this. Plenty of pips. For those of you who were doing a pip count, it was well over 500. And that was only across those pairs. I could pull up a bunch more too. Okay. Euro USD. Would you all agree that between here and here, we've been in bearish structure the entire time? Would everybody agree with this statement? Awesome. So let me ask you guys a question. If you pull up a chart and you are, say, right here, and you identify that you're in bearish market conditions without anything else, what should you do? Someone tell me what you should do. Sell. Get in the trade. What's the problem, guys? So seriously, let me ask you guys. Let me put the replay mode on. Say we just hop in right here. Let's say you open up a chart and you just identify that you're in bearish market structure. What can you do? You don't have to put a single indicator on. You don't have to do a single type of analysis. All you have to do is do some squiggly lines and realize, hey, we're actually in bearish market structure. Know at what point you won't be anymore. Mark it. Mark the point that you're no longer in bearish structure. Put your stop loss a little bit above that and let the trade run, guys. What's the problem? It doesn't matter. Listen to me. It doesn't matter. Watch this. Everyone has trouble with entries. There's no excuse to have trouble with entries. Guys, what should you do on this candle right here? Sell. What should you do on this candle right here? What should you do on this candle right here? What should you do on this candle right here? Let's say you open it up a few hours later. What should you do on this candle right here? A few hours later. What should you do on this candle? This candle. This candle. What's the problem, guys? Bearish market structure. You're selling. The market's going down. When are you going to start buying? When this breaks. There's no reason to have issues with entries, guys. Everything is an entry. The market's going to go up or it's going to go down. If you know which way it's going, what's the problem? You just need to know where to put your stop loss, and you need to know how to exit. That's the key. We're going to get more into that later, but guys, the entries are very simple. The only time this really breaks down is when we're in consolidation, and we're going to talk about that at a later time. But when the market's trending, I swear to God, it's this simple. Thanks, Charles. I appreciate that. 1 minute and 30. I got a minute left to answer any questions as to what the problem is with the entries here. Let me ask y'all something. What trade should you take? What trade should you take? What trade should you take? Guys, every candle. What's the problem?
What's the problem?